Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Flames, back with another commentary video. Now, I wouldn't be lying if I didn't say that today we would be having a really weird and interesting case. And not surprisingly, it's from the YBA Discord. If you already read the title, you probably have a general idea of what's going on. So yesterday at 12:53 p.m. Eastern Time, Paragon posted a announcement in the sub-announcements. So what he originally posted was, he first tags the active perms role and the Patreon supporter roles, and then he says, and I quote, "Furries are now banned from media, debates, and privilege chat. If you have a furry PFP, change it unless you want to be secluded from those channels." No, I'm not joking. The past 3 furries I've met in those channels were so I do not want to see any more furries. I may undo this rule later on, but for now, I do not want to see a single furry in those channels. So of course, he changed the first portion to furry imagery is now banned from media, debates, and privilege chat. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what percentage of the YBA community is a furry. I just, don't get furries overall, or I've never met one personally or known one. But we see the bans only being effective in active chat, privilege chat, or whatever. This ban doesn't even apply for the YBA general chat, like the one that's open to the public for everybody. It's not even applying for the question chat or whatever other chats open to the public. This is only effective in the chats previously mentioned. So looking at it from that aspect, I really don't think that this is terrible. If this rule was effective for the entirety of the community, then I'd probably start seeing some exclamation marks start to rise up. The only restriction mentioned here is the fact that you can't have a furry profile picture. And with that, honestly, I don't really care, because you could just change your profile picture and go on with your day. Even if you're a furry, this is not a big deal. I mean, unless if you're extremely obsessive over your profile picture, which 99.9% Discord users are not, then you shouldn't be having any problems at all. But then we scroll down and we see him making a second statement. He says again, and I quote, "Also, people are saying that I hate furries. No, I simply think people should not act like furries are a normal thing that everyone should be okay with." A little bit of a typo there, I think. Furries are in fact not normal, and that is why most people think they are odd. Does that mean furries are bad? Question mark. No. As previously stated, I just don't think we should act like it's a normal thing in humanity. Furries are people, despite the furry title they are given/give themselves. And all good people should be treated with respect and love. However, the rule that I made about not allowing furry profile pictures in the active perms and Patreon chats was to prevent further incident, as the last 3 furries I met in those channels turned out to be As for the rest of the Discord, the average Joe has less influence compared to the active perms and Patreon rules, hence why I'm still allowing furry profile pictures here. Thank you for understanding. And then he goes on to say, the reason that 3 furries made a difference in the rules in those channels is because 3 is a large amount of furry for a section of the server that takes up less than 0.1% of the total member count. And reminder, the only rule I set into place is just not to have a furry profile picture. I don't think that's really that bad. So okay, he didn't say that earlier on, but he did edit it, so any sort of furry profile picture or any sort of furry indicator is now officially banned from YBA. And in the previous announcement, the entire community was banned. Only from the channels previously mentioned, of course. Okay, so let's just go over this. So I actually don't know how Paragon found out that these last 3 furries were, and I don't want to find out either. And as I said earlier, I don't know what percentage or how much of the YBA community is a furry. And Paragon does make a point here. It's only like 0.1%. It's slim to none. And then 3 people out of that 0.1% being exposed as a is really not okay. And yes, for that reason, I can agree that 3 people out of a 0.1% is extremely high. And you also got to think that not every person from that 0.1% is in these channels specifically mentioned. So this is also the reason why I can see this ban being justified. He also does give out his own opinion. And I say opinion because I don't want actual furries coming to my comments and being like, "I don't know about Flames, it's not a fact, it's just an opinion, that's his opinion, okay?" Shut the fuck up. He gives out his opinion on how he feels about furries. More specifically, how he thinks that furries are not normal and should not be looked as normal in society. And then he also mentions that individuals should be respected and loved despite what sort of title they receive or give themselves. Unless if they're a
Baba Boy.
Which I can also agree with. I also do think, in my opinion, that despite being human, acting like an animal is not a normal thing. I don't get what sort of enjoyment you get out of it. I don't know how you like it, but those are really not for me to question, since that's something you chose on your own. Okay, but going back up, Paragon does talk about the later on edited ban of furry profile pictures in these active chats. I mean, they can just put like a Sonic PFP or something. You could put a Doom Eternal picture or something, but that's really not going to change who you are, is it? So even if the person is a furry, I really don't think that this is an efficient solution. The reason why I say this is because I don't think anybody is extremely obnoxious or obsessive over their profile picture, so all they can do is just change their profile picture and continue whatever they were doing as before. But again, compared to the chats that are open to the public, these chats, these exclusive chats, are easier to moderate because there are less people in them. And again, this ban is only effective for the people in those specific exclusive chats. So I don't think moderation on those chats are going to be that much of a hassle. But yeah, that's a quick look at that situation. If you've enjoyed, I know you heard this a million times, but please consider subscribing, because according to YouTube, over 95% of you guys who watch my content is not subscribed. And I think you and I both know that that's a pretty big number. So if you do enjoy my content, please consider subscribing. I do live stream on YouTube. I post notifications on my Discord every time I am live. Also, I do try to include my community in my videos. And again, Discord link in description if you want to have a chance at being one. With all of that out of the way, thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.